Hey cutie heads, I'm Tiff Day. Welcome to my platform. It's a journey of growth, of love, of learning, and we're doing it together. You're never alone. Today, you are enough. Hey cutie heads, it's Tiff, and this is Tasty Tuesdays, a new addition to our YouTube channel. And this is where I'm going to share with you some healthy meal ideas that I have that I know work because my kids eat them. So I'm super excited to share them with you guys. Today we are going to be making turkey vegetable garden burgers, and you guys, they're so freaking good. Oh, I just kind of want to introduce to you my display. I'm all about going and getting fresh veggies. I like to cut them up. It tastes so much better. So I get cilantro in the bunch and smell it when you go to the store. When you sniff the cilantro, you should really be able to feel like you're tasting it in your mouth. That's when you know it's good. I also like purple onions just because they're not quite as strong, but they give a great flavor. I love the bulk garlic because I like to chop it up fresh every time. I never buy it in the jar, it's too strong. I get 2 of my jalapeno peppers. I get 1 Serrano because that gives it that extra spice. I love fresh avocado on top of the burger, it's delicious. And then I'm also going to give you a couple of options. We have either sandwich thins that you can put your burger on, or I also got lettuce that you can lettuce wrap it if you're going straight for protein, which a lot of times I do for myself if I'm really watching my carbs. I also have a sweet potato. We'll be cutting that up into potato chips, baking it in the oven with a little bit of olive oil and our Cajun seasoning. You guys, it is so good. So let's get started. All right guys, we're gonna start mixing everything now that the veggies are all cut. I do about 2 pounds of ground lean turkey because I'm feeding about 6 adults. So I put that in. I always add a little bit of salt and pepper just for seasoning. And really everything is just a personal taste. So you know yourself and your family best. Pepper, use as much as you want. I do try to go a little bit lighter on the salt just so we don't have such a high sodium intake. I also add 1 egg because this is going to bind everything together and kind of hold our burger and all the veggies together. But I have to wash my hands because I can't stand that fill. All right, let's add all the fresh chopped veggies. We have our purple onion. Again, this is to taste. So if you don't use the whole onion, totally fine. If you use the whole onion, great, totally up to you. I also did that with our garlic cloves. We just used 2 and I mixed the cilantro in with that. This is the fun part. I love to squish it all together. Oh, you guys, it smells so good. I wish you could smell it through the camera. It's so fresh and spicy. Okay, you guys, you can take your patties and cook them on the barbecue grill. Today, I am going to make the patties, cook them on the stove. As soon as they get a little bit brown, we're gonna transfer them onto a cookie sheet to bake in the oven, just so that it's a little bit easier and indoors. I like to add a little bit of olive oil so that the meat doesn't stick in the pan. I personally love the jalapeno, especially with all of the spiciness that we put into our burgers. It gives it another little bit of zing. We're making our patties. I usually take about 2 clumps, shape it in your hand into a good round patty. It's a little bit thick, but that's how I like it. You guys, I am pretty proud of myself. These burgers, I kind of came up with this recipe myself because my kids love spicy things. And they're not sometimes super hip on the healthy, but they actually ask for these. So I'm hoping you guys love it too. As soon as these have cooked maybe 3 to 5 minutes, you can turn them over. We just want to brown each side. Ah, beautiful, that's perfect. All right guys, we are gonna make our sweet potato chips. So remember, a sweet potato looks like a yam, but the inside is actually white. I always like to peel it because sweet potatoes are really tough anyway, and taking the skin off, it just helps it give a little bit better flavor. So I was at Harmon's today shopping for sweet potatoes. This is the freaking biggest sweet potato I've ever seen in my life. So I was like, all right, we're going big, guys. Let's go big. Okay, when you slice a sweet potato, they are just really difficult to get through. So take a deep breath. Try to keep your chips thin. Unless you like a thick chip, it'll just take a little bit longer in the oven. And you really I have to hold it so tight because they are pretty hefty duty veggies. This is about as thick as I like to do my sweet potato chips because I like them to kind of curl up and get a little bit crunchy on the outside. That's how I like them. If you like them a little more soggy, do a little bit thicker. If you like them extra crispy, go super, super thin. Okay, after you get all your patties on your cookie sheet, this is what I love. We're using one cookie sheet for the whole dinner. That's only one dish to clean, so I'm happy about it. I go ahead and put this on the bottom just so that our sweet potatoes have something to cook in. So I just line the bottom. Again, I do the jalapeno just because we like it spicy. And then spread them out. I put one more little shake over the top so they're covered nice. Use the Cajun seasoning just to taste. If you like it super spicy, this is spicy. I like to shake it over so that the potato chips actually look orange. All right, I take this and I'm going to put it in my oven that's been preheating to 375, and I let it cook probably 25 to 30 minutes until my chips are exactly the way I like them. So you're just going to need to watch. The meat is pretty well cooked. This just keeps it nice and warm for us. All right, guys, they are done. My house smells so good. I'm so excited to eat dinner. I'm gonna take this out, put it all together, make it look beautiful. How is that? Dinner is done. You can garnish these however you want. I did a lettuce wrap on this side, and then this is a sandwich thin, so it really cuts your carbs out. If you want, you can add any type of cheese for extra protein, but if you're trying to watch your fat intake, then I would just leave it out. Also, sweet potato chips, you guys, they're so good. Okay, let's try this. First off, let's try the sweet potato chips. Okay, so freaking good, you guys. I love the jalapeno olive oil because it gives it a little zing, like just a little tiny burn on your tongue. It's so good. All right, I haven't had a lot of carbs today, so I'm gonna go ahead and have my sandwich then. Might be a little hard to pick up. You might wanna wear a bib. It's perfect. Perfect! Thank you so much for being part of Tasty Tuesdays. If you like this recipe and you make it, take a picture, tag me on Instagram at TiffDay2Day. I would love to hear your comments and your thoughts, if your family liked it, if you liked it. And remember, today you are enough.